Introduction: Sky of Legends. Long ago, it is said that creatures of the sky shared a single vast sky. Within this expanse, legendary beings spread their wings in harmony. But as time passed, the sky split into two realms. The Sky Scissors, a species with sharp wings, and the Cloud Dancers, who gracefully drifted among the clouds. Choosing separate paths, cooperation ceased to exist. Now, as a foreboding shadow looms over the sky, their fates are about to intertwine once more. This is a tale of hope and reconciliation among those who soar the skies. Chapter 1: The Beginning of Legends. Among the sky-faring creatures, there once was a land where their wings could stretch as one. A legend whispers of a distant past. Two factions, long in conflict, dwelled within this domain. The Sky Scissors, led by a young and brave pterosaur named Alto, and the Cloud Dancers, guided by Celia, a nurturing Quetzalcoatlus, existed as separate societies in the sky. As time passed, their separate skies brought independence, but also a division. One fateful day, a shadow darker than night appeared across the sky, altering their shared destiny. This shadow engulfed the sun and dimmed the sky. Amid chaos, Alto of the Sky Scissors resolved firmly, we must protect this sky. Chapter 2: The Visitor of Shadows. The shadow expanded slowly, dominating the sky. As unease grew, the Sky Scissors sought refuge on land. Only Alto remained aloft, determined to protect his realm. Meanwhile, Celia of the Cloud Dancers ventured above the clouds, seeking answers about the shadow's origin. It was in these high skies that Alto and Celia first encountered one another. Distrustful of each other, they argued fiercely until a distant growl reached their ears. This low, resounding sound belonged to the shadow's true identity, the shadow Tyrannosaurus. In that moment, Alto and Celia realized they needed to work together for the first time. Chapter 3: An Alliance in the Sky. Despite hesitation and uncertainty, Alto and Celia acknowledged their shared need for unity and chose to ally. Yet, this decision caused unrest among their respective groups. The Sky Scissors voiced concerns over trusting the Cloud Dancers, while some Cloud Dancers doubted the motives of the Sky Scissors. Against this backdrop of dissent, Alto declared, "The sky belongs to all of us." Celia echoed his conviction, emphasizing the importance of transcending division to face the looming threat. Gradually, mutual understanding took root, and the beginnings of a new bond between the two factions emerged. Chapter 4: The Threat of Shadow Tyrannosaurus. The true form of the Shadow Tyrannosaurus, revealed itself a colossal, dinosaur-like creature whose roar shook the heavens. Facing this immense power, Alto and Celia calmly strategized, crafting a plan that capitalized on their tribe's unique abilities to counter the overwhelming force. However, the strength of Shadow Tyrannosaurus exceeded all expectations. In the initial battle, many companions were injured, and the morale of both factions faltered. Amid despair, Alto inspired his allies by declaring, "This is far from over," rekindling their hope. Chapter 5: Trial of Trust. Under the leadership of Alto and Celia, both tribes begin to deepen their newfound bond, though complete trust remains elusive. One night, during a reconnaissance mission to track Shadow Tyrannosaurus's movements, a Sky Scissors member grows suspicious of a Cloud Dancer's actions, sparking conflict. This leads to tension between the two tribes. Celia calmly mediates the situation, and Alto clarifies the truth, resolving the misunderstanding. At the moment of clearing their misunderstandings, true trust begins to take root for the first time. Chapter 6: Storm over the Sky. Shadow Tyrannosaurus's power begins to engulf the sky, unleashing violent storms and thunder that terrify the creatures and shatter their morale. Alto faces his fears and renews his resolve, saying, "We must fight to protect this sky." Celia encourages her allies, proclaiming, "Together, we can overcome this storm." As the storm intensifies, the two tribes solidify their unity once more and prepare for a decisive battle against Shadow Tyrannosaurus. Chapter 7: The Beginning of the Battle. Amid a chaotic sky, Alto and Celia lead their tribes towards Shadow Tyrannosaurus. The Sky Scissors cut through turbulent winds, while the Cloud Dancers glide steadily forward. As Shadow Tyrannosaurus lets out a powerful roar, Alto shouts back, "This sky belongs to all of us." Celia echoes his cry, rallying their allies to prepare for the fight. A battle rooted in unity across species is about to begin. Chapter 8: Battle in the Sky. The battle begins with Shadow Tyrannosaurus using its immense strength to rip through the air, controlling the wind with its massive tail to unleash havoc. The Sky Scissors evade attacks with their sharp flying abilities while counterattacking, and the Cloud Dancers draw its attention with graceful maneuvers. Despite their efforts, Shadow Tyrannosaurus's overwhelming strength corners them. Alto and Celia strengthen their bond and strategize their next move. Chapter 9: Splitting the Shadow. As the battle escalates, Alto and Celia discover that the source of Shadow Tyrannosaurus's power, the core of shadows, is hidden within its chest. Alto orders the Sky Scissors to attack, while Celia commands the Cloud Dancers to provide support. Their coordinated strategy proves successful in targeting the core. At last, they deliver a decisive blow to Shadow Tyrannosaurus, releasing light from within the shadows and temporarily halting its movement. This sight fills their allies with hope. Chapter 10: Unity of the Sky. As Shadow Tyrannosaurus weakens, Alto and Celia gather their allies to formulate their final plan, leveraging the Sky Scissors' speed and sharpness and the Cloud Dancers' resilience. Both tribes, now fully trusting one another, establish a seamless cooperative system for the first time. As the storm begins to calm, the sky seems to side with them once more. The unity forged in the midst of battle brings new hope to both tribes, preparing them for the ultimate showdown. Chapter 11: The Final Flight. In the final stage of the battle, Alto and Celia lead their tribes high into the sky to completely destroy the core of shadows within Shadow Tyrannosaurus. The Sky Scissors strike with sharp attacks to cut through the shadows, while the Cloud Dancers protect their allies in the air with their graceful gliding. Alto and Celia synchronize their movements and target the core within Shadow Tyrannosaurus's chest. Finally, their coordinated assault succeeds, erasing the shadow. As sunlight once again fills the sky, the tribes celebrate their victory, marking the start of a new future shaped by reconciliation and cooperation. Chapter 12: Dawn's Silence. With the shadow gone and sunlight returning to the sky, the tribes, exhausted by the fierce battle, silently gaze at their shared sky once more. Alto tells the Sky Scissors, "We fought together to protect this sky," while Celia reassures the Cloud Dancers, "This sky belongs to all of us." The bonds forged through the battle are solidified, and smiles return to the faces of the allies. They prepare to embark on a hopeful new future. Chapter 13: A Sign of Reconciliation. Through the trials of battle, both tribes finally realize the importance of sharing the same sky. Alto and Celia vow to pass this reconciliation to future generations and ascend into the sky together. The Sky Scissors and Cloud Dancers display their unity, flying in beautiful formations that symbolize the dawn of a new era. The sight fills them with hope for the future. Chapter 14: The Promise of the Future. Alto and Celia call upon their respective tribes, urging them to protect this sky together. Their allies agree, establishing a new goal of sharing the sky. Alto declares the sky is a symbol of freedom, and Celia adds, we must work together to protect that freedom, inspiring their tribes. Their words resonate across the species, creating a new era of peace. Chapter 15, A New Sky's Tale. Having reconciled, the tribes take their first steps toward building a new era in the sky. Alto and Celia vow with their allies, let us create a legend for the future. To pass on their story, they establish an agreement called the Sky Cloud Oath. A rainbow arches across the sky, celebrating the end of their battle and the start of a new beginning, as their story becomes the foundation of new legends.